All right, in this video, I just want to address something. Obviously, I predicted Irene Aldana to win against Amanda Nunes. I predicted it would be a knockout. I wasn't confident in the prediction, but I predicted it. But I just wanted to explain myself and where I went wrong, what I could do better next time, because I'm not perfect. I can't get every prediction right, and this was not one of my best. I think I trusted too much in Irene Aldana's boxing, in this fight. I trusted too much in her stand-up, and I didn't put into consideration Amanda's striking. I knew she was a good striker with power, but I don't know. I compared the dynamic between these two, if it's on the feet, to like Germaine versus Nunes, and my logic was, well, if let's say Aldana can defend takedowns, then she'll just beat Nunes on the feet as long as she doesn't get clipped. Simple as. She wins just a pure striking match, especially if it goes all five, which it did. And all that time in the world did not help Irene Aldana to swing the momentum. She could not adapt. She could not get going. And I should have seen it coming, man. Irene Aldana I do still believe she's one of the best in the division, but her striking level is just nowhere near on the level of Germaine de Randamie, and I should have known better. Only Germaine de Randamie is the only active women's bantamweight right now that, if Nunes wasn't retired, beats Nunes 10 times out of 10 in a pure stand-up battle. Now, I was happy with Irene Aldana's grappling. Even though she got taken down 6 times, it wasn't that her takedown defense was bad, like the Holly fight. It was just Amanda Nunes can take down literally anyone at will, and she can just wrestle her ass off. We just need to accept it. But Aldana made Amanda work for every takedown she got. Amanda had a tough time getting a hold of her early. Irene was able to scramble, roll out of takedowns, slip away, and she was not willing to settle for bottom position. Like those scrambles of Aldana, I was happy with what I saw. It obviously wasn't until, the 5th round when Nunes just had to force Aldana down, and then Aldana just could not get up because Amanda's top control was too strong, and she was finally settled on top. And Aldana at that point might have been exhausted going along 5 rounds. But yeah, I definitely messed up on this one. I just think also my bias played a bit of a factor as well in this prediction. Because, as you all know, I love Irene Aldana to death. I'm like a massive Irene Aldana fan. I have picked against her in the past, like the Holly fight, and I was correct. I also picked Ketlen Vieira to beat her, but actually I wasn't that big of an Irene fan. I was more of a Ketlen fan when I picked Ketlen, but when I was a big Irene fan, I thought Holly would beat her, and I was right that Holly would beat her. But since then, when she got those 2 wins, my belief in Irene it went through the roof. And I believe she could just beat anybody. And I still believe she can beat anyone in the world. She just can't fuck with Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes is better than her. I know we can all talk and say Aldana should have done this, Aldana should have done that. You go out there and fight Amanda Nunes. You go out there, get locked in the cage with Amanda, and you just go for broke. And tell me if you don't get knocked the fuck out trying to do so. Even if Irene Aldana would have been aggressive, it would have got her countered. She would have just got beat up worse. It would have just been like Ferguson versus Gaethje. There is nothing she could have done to defeat Amanda the Lioness Nunes. All right? There's nothing Irene Aldana could have done. Amanda Nunes is the better athlete. Amanda Nunes is the better mixed martial artist. Amanda Nunes is more skilled. Amanda's boxing is better than I thought it would be against Irene Aldana. Her distance management is better than I thought it would be against Irene Aldana. Aldana's boxing is still very good. It can be fluid on a good night, but when you got someone as powerful and as fast as Amanda who can tag you and hurt you in every exchange, it's tough to get going, man. Like, Aldana, her style is to start slow, play possum. She's kind of like a Peter Yan, where she tries to download the data and then make reads, and then once she figures you out, she starts taking over in the stand-up, and then maybe she can even time a shot to knock you out. But against someone as seasoned as Amanda, you just can't do that. And Aldana's not a Pena who's a brawler like that. So it didn't work out for Irene Aldana to just go out there and go for broke. But yeah, I got this wrong. Looking back, there's things I could have assessed better. My judgment wasn't as good as it could have been. I could have and should have definitely picked Amanda Nunes. I should have considered that even if Aldana can defend takedowns, that does not mean that she will win. She did defend enough takedowns as much as she could, and Amanda Nunes still outstruck her because Amanda is the better striker. And yeah, I let my bias get the best of me on this one. And also the fact that Alexa Grasso defeated Valentina, which I did predict, by the way, that gave me confidence, man. That made me feel, well, shit, if Alexa can do it, man, and all these Mexicans this year are winning the titles, why can't Irene? I believed in Alexa, and she pulled through for me. Why should I doubt Irene Aldana against Amanda Nunes? I should also pick her as well, and she will come through like all the other Mexicans. My bias, my past success in predicting WMMA upsets did cloud my judgment. So that's where I went wrong, guys. I apologize. I mean, I shouldn't be apologizing for a bad prediction. You know what I'm saying? But it happens. And yeah, looking back, I'll do better. And I just need to be just less biased. But it's tough, you know. When knowing I love Irene as much as I do, it's so hard not to be biased. It's so hard not to be biased in favor of Irene Aldana. My bias did not let me see what I should have saw coming, you know, before this fight happened. My bias and my dismissiveness, my disregard of Amanda striking in this fight, and me overestimating Irene's boxing, me overestimating Aldana's boxing, and underestimating Amanda's striking is why I got this prediction wrong. And my bias for Irene is why I refused to say, I love you, Irene, but you're not beating Amanda Nunes. I didn't have the willingness to do that. And going forward, I just need to be strong and just be willing to know just because I like this person does not mean they're going to win. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. I know Aldana will be back from this. She's not done. Aldana will come back stronger. Aldana will come back better than ever. She's 35 years young. You guys are saying she's only 30. She's 35. It's too late. If Holly Holm is still winning at 41 years old, still in the top 5, anything is possible, man. Aldana is a late bloomer. She's still getting better. She's young in the game of MMA. She's still learning. You know, this fight with Amanda was a good learning experience, and trust me, guys, no one else at women's bantamweight is going to make Aldana feel fear like Nunes did, and Aldana will not mess this up next time she gets a chance to fight for the title. So Aldana champ 2024. It does suck now that the Nunes Pena trilogy got canceled, because now I kind of do wish Aldana had a chance to get that one back against Raquel, because I think she would have beat Pennington by a hard-fought decision, took the number 2 spot. She would have got credit. She would have actually gotten credit for ending the win streak of Raquel, adding her to her resume, because people think highly of Raquel, not Aldana. So if Aldana could have stole Raquel's momentum, she would have earned the title shot the hard way. People would have respected her going into the Amanda. Well, actually, Amanda would have retired off being Juliana. So Aldana could have fought someone else for the vacant title and potentially had won that. But whatever, man. This is life. This is the fight game. So, yeah, as far as this prediction, I fumbled it. I messed that up. I let my confidence of my past upset predictions in WMMA get the best of me. You know, I let my bias get the best of me. And I just did not put into consideration Amanda's striking and power enough. So, yeah, it is what it is.